Well, today is definitely a low day. I was supposed to have visitation with the kids. I went all the way to Waikiki to have visitation with the kids. And they showed up and asked for a hug. Instead, Everett immediately kicked me in the groin. I don't know if you can see this, but that's Everett's footprint there. Kicking me in the groin. Grace refused to give me a hug. I said, come on, let's just have a hug. We can go get acai bowls. We can play on the jetty. We can walk around. We can go check out the aquarium. We can watch the surfers. We can have any kind of food you want. Then we can get ice cream afterwards. Just literally anything you want. They were very hesitant and reluctant to be there at all. It was very clear that they had been pre-coached by the custodial parent to cancel the visitation. We have a court hearing on Wednesday, so it's very clear to me that they intentionally canceled this visitation specifically so that they could show that the visitations aren't going well for the hearing on Wednesday. Clearly, the children have been coached by either Mr. or Mrs. Garcia. I'm not sure which. Very hot day. Couldn't work. Went all the way across town. The supervisor says I still owe the full $100 that I owe, as well as, not making money today. Could have been making money today, but can't make money now because I was supposed to see my kids. You know, the highlight of my whole life is to go see the kids. I've been fighting in 3 states for 4 years, and this is the thing that's going to hurt the kids the most. When the kids cancel the visitation, the research shows in these parental alienation cases that when the kids cancel the visits, cancel the video chats, that hurts them the most. And they are clearly being coached by the custodial parent or the custodial parent's new husband, Mr. Garcia. They're clearly being coached by them to cancel the visit today, specifically because we have a hearing coming on Wednesday, and the visits had been going well. So now they have one, the visit didn't go well on Saturday because the kids refused to hug the dad and then asked to leave. So, this is textbook chicanery. I've already submitted all my evidence for the hearing on Wednesday. So I'm going to have to just, talk about this in court directly on Wednesday. But this is just clearly yet another example of a strategy by the custodial parents to do everything that they can to harm my relationship with the children, including having the children themselves harm their own relationship with their father, which is the most damaging thing you can do in this situation. So bravo with the legal strategy of providing the most damage that you can to your own child, Mrs. Garcia. Bravo on that one. I don't know what to do at this point. I've been fighting for 4 years, relentlessly. I've given up everything. I've given up all earthly belongings. I used to be pretty wealthy. Now I'm poor. I've lived in vehicles. I slept out in the rain one night. I've literally done everything that I can to be here for my kids, and I just get kicked in the teeth repeatedly, and the kids get kicked in the teeth repeatedly by the system, by the custodial parent, and it's remarkable that that this is allowed to occur. But I mean, why shouldn't it? Everything in our society right now is garbage. Our religions are all garbage. They all preach obedience to the state and military service and all these other things that have nothing to do. If you actually read the book is very clearly pointing everybody in the opposite direction of that. No obedience to the state, and certainly not serving in the military. And yet that's what our religions promote. It's like, it's God and country, everybody always says, if you actually read the Bible, it's very clear that Jesus was anti-Roman. But here we are in the new Roman Empire, and Yay, Jesus. It's like our religion is garbage. Our food is garbage. Everybody's eating high fructose corn syrup, processed things out of a box full of preservatives, including my own kid who are missing teeth. And I know kids lose their teeth, but I mean, they've got like these horrendous cavities and just like they're really medically not doing well as a result of the care that they've been under from Mr. and Mrs. Garcia, who obviously don't care about the kids themselves, society in general. That's how they got to be where they are in their lives. Just lowest common denominator, military service, just garbage people doing garbage things to my kids. And I've been unable to stop them for 4 years, 3.5 years now. Yeah, to put in such a fight and then to just get kicked in the groin and then to watch your kids hurt themselves in the maximum way possible, very likely under the instruction of the custodial parent or Mr. Garcia, who again is an absolute coward who I've never had a conversation with outside of the courthouse, and even in the courthouse with police everywhere was absolutely terrified of me. So, cowardly Mr. Garcia, you are married to somebody with severe mental health issues. You should know that by now, unless you're absolutely retarded. And you're living with my children, and you need to reach out and have a conversation with me to try and make things right for the kids. That's what I've been asking for 4 years. I understand you're afraid. I understand you've heard horrible things about me from your wife, who's a pathological liar, honestly. I understand you're afraid, but you need to have a conversation with me because you live with my children, and my children are being harmed by their mother and by you. And it needs to stop, man. It needs to stop. Just pick up the phone and give me a call. Stop being a coward. Stop doing what your wife says. It's pathetic. How can you be a man if you just do what your wife says all the time? It's just, I don't understand it. We're going to court on Wednesday. I submitted all my evidence on Friday. I don't know what to do about any of this. I'm at this point, I'm sick to my stomach. I'm upset. I'm broke. I've already spent almost $1,000 on visitation, and just to get kicked in the teeth again, and to have my kids kick themselves in the teeth. The research shows that when the kids are encouraged to sever the relationship with the non-custodial parent, that's the most amount of psychological harm you can do to them. And that is what is happening to my children on a regular basis because of the custodial parent or the step custodial parent. I'm not even sure who's behind this at this point. It's probably Mrs. Garcia, the whole woman scorned thing. I don't know what to do. I'm never going to give up. I'm never going to stop fighting. I'm going to court on Wednesday. I am going to continue to fight over and over and over and over again, no matter what. So, but meanwhile, watching my children being put in a position where they're forced to hurt themselves because of the psychosis of the custodial parent. I don't know, Internet fam. Love any kind of feedback, any kind of thoughts. I should have predicted that they were going to cancel the visit today. I should have predicted that. I should have known that they were going to be coached into canceling the visit. It's obvious they were going to cancel the visit because normally when we have the visit, the custodial parents get back in their car and then they leave and they come back a couple hours later. But today they didn't leave. They were right there. They were right down the street waiting. Like, oh, why bother getting in the car? We know they're going to cancel the visit because it's already been told to them to do so. None of this is provable in court. Of course, it's not provable in court. But I mean, look at the track record of what's gone on the last 4 years. Keep in mind, I've never harmed anybody. I've never threatened to harm anybody. I have no criminal record of any kind. I have no history of violence of any kind. I have no history of drug or alcohol addiction. I have no record of malfeasance against anyone. And yet, because of the corrupt, broken, unconstitutional nature of our family court system, here I am, year 4, getting kicked in the teeth, watching my own children getting hurt in the worst possible way by the custodial parent. And there's nothing I can do about it. At this point, I'm open to all options. Before I was not. Before I was really only open to options that that I could endorse on a personal level. But now I'm open to all options. All options. So if you guys have some ideas, literally any option, get a hold of me. See me in person. Let's talk about it, because I'm open to all options now. All options now.